As long as no hoodie points. Should be alright. Alright, Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites coming in week in and week out, prophesying the downfall of America, which is Babylon the Great according to the scriptures. Alright, giving all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Harakakadash.
Double honors to our elders and apostles, a great millstone that rule well. Peace, love, and blessing to the hopeful elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth that's pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. Alright, and which we have the commission, you know, from Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai to come out and preach the gospel. Alright, the true gospel. Because this is actually a war. Get Ephesians 6. Ephesians 6 is start at 10, I guess.
This is Ephesians 6 and 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord Yahweh and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of power that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world.
Yeah. Get Job 9 and 24. Get 2 Ezra 15. So, no, don't worry about it. Get those scriptures. Job 9 24, 2 Ezra 15. You get 2 Ezra 15. So you get Job 9 24. Alright. Because what he says is talking about a war. It's a spiritual war. Right? Because the whole earth is given over to the hand of the wicked. Right? Because look, it said we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. Alright? So you're actually fighting against wickedness in high places. Right? Because the high places, it's talking about these people that are in rulership, man. The elites of the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. Alright, which that's the nation of Esau according to the Bible. Alright, because none of these nations didn't just, biblical nations didn't just die off or you know, ascend into space or anything like that, man. They're still here to this day. They're just called by different names. That's why you have the scripture that says that the Lord will destroy the covering cast over all nations. Alright, what's that covering cast? Is the different names that Esau put upon all these people, man, or the different names that these nations call themselves. All right, the Chinese, the Japanese, so on and so forth. That's not their actual nations according to the Bible. All right, because the Most High speaks Hebrew, and so they all had different names according to Hebrew, man. All right, that's why you had Elam. That's why you had Ammon, Moab, so on and so forth. Yasher Allah, all right, which is Israel. Okay, which the major nation that was covered up is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because you're the Israelites according to the Bible. All right, and Esau covered that up along with the other nations. All right, Esau and his angels, they came together and they covered up who you actually are. All right, Esau and these other nations. They're actually in league with each other to destroy you. Okay? Go ahead and get Job 9:24.
This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
See, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. Go ahead.
If not, where and who is he?
Yeah, so that's that covering cast. All right, Esau put that covering cast up, but now it's being destroyed. Now the truth is coming out. That's why the Lord raised people like us up, brothers like us up, to come out here and actually tell the truth, and it's a fight. Why? Because the entire world is against us. Because the entire world lies in darkness and wickedness. All right? Wickedness in high places, because what? Esau, Edom has totally masked this planet with lies, man. All right? With lies and deception. And so all these people are put under a spell, you know? And this propaganda has been being pushed out since the Renaissance era, since the 1400s, right? You got second language.
Yeah.
The whole earth is polluted exceedingly with wickedness.
Yeah. You want me to start there, or you look it up?
Wherever you want.
All right. This is 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
Yeah, because what was a custom in Israel that if you were getting ready to go to war, if somebody was scared, they would send that person home. All right. Otherwise, that fear would jump onto other brothers. Okay, that fear demon. So you can't fear the imaginations that are against you. All right, because there's all types of wickedness out here. There's people that are murderers, serial killers, rapists, and all types. Esau, Edom, these soldiers. All right, these different soldiers, the Esau contracts. All right, the FBI, these government agents. They're wicked as hell, man. They're running pedophile rings. They're raping little kids. They're raping people. They're kidnapping people. All right? They're murderers. They're fucking crazy mass murderers.
I was looking into it, like a lot of these professions, like that deal with government. The majority of the people that are employed by them are psychopaths, man.
Yeah, they're crazy. They're literally crazy. Like they're trigger happy. You see it all the time when they shoot down Jakes, man. You see it all the time. Jake will be running from him and they'll shoot him in the back. Only a crazy person does that, man. Only a fucking crazy person does that. Want to come like pull you over, all right? You're speeding or whatever, and then the cop comes and talks to you and he has his hand on his gun. Yeah. Only a fucking crazy person does that, man.
I got a quick precept.
Somebody that's fucking traumatized.
Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 21, verse 8. But the fearful and unbelieving. Revelation 21 and 8. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
Yeah, the fearful and the unbelieving. And if you're unbelieving, you're going to be fearful. You know? All right, the 2 Timothy says to endure hardness as a soldier.
I got it.
Go ahead.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushai HaMashiach. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier.
Yeah, you don't entangle yourself with the affairs of this life. You're not into these other philosophies. You're not kicking it with a group of people and talking about whatever bugged out shit, you know, new age or whatever. Because this is a spiritual war. All right? And the things that you understand, the things that you preach go against everything. All right? So go ahead.
This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 12. Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not.
See, if you're afraid, that means you don't believe. All right, you can't be scared, man. All right, you gotta be like Braveheart.
You gotta be like King David.
You gotta be like King David, man. All right. Hey,
what? It's like
Hey, King David, man, when he was fighting Goliath.
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah. When he was fighting Goliath, Goliath was talking shit, man.
Yeah.
He was like, "You just a runt. You just a boy." You know what I mean? King David said, "I'm gonna smite you in the name of my God, man."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, brother, and brothers scoff, brothers, you know. I'll be.
So David was defended, right?
Of course.
So
And David was also courageous.
Huh.
He didn't have that fear. You know, because you think about it, Goliath was out there killing Jakes, man. He was out there slaughtering Jakes. Goliath was a renowned champion of the Philistines from his youth. So everybody was afraid of him. Saul was the biggest Israelite, and Saul was terrified of Goliath. Saul's father was a man of war, Kish, a Benjamite. And they were all terrified of Goliath. But David said, you know what? He said, the Lord delivered lions and bears into my hand. In the same way I smote a lion and a bear, same way I'm gonna smite you. And those were boasting words, man. Okay, yeah. He didn't speak proudly. He was confident, man. And confidence goes back to faith. You know what I mean? But Slakia, bro, I didn't mean to cut you off.
It says, therefore shall he not be defended.
Therefore shall he not be defended. So you got, hey, look, you gotta have some level of pride. You can't be
You got boasting in the most.
boast. You got. Hey, that's what Paul was super proud, man, but in a good way. See, there's a right hand and a left hand to everything. You know, Paul said, "I make my boast in the Lord, man." You know, hey, just like when Nebuchadnezzar was gonna throw Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, he was gonna throw them in that furnace. And then Nebuchadnezzar was talking shit. He was like, "Who's gonna deliver you out of my hand?"
Yeah. Well, you know, the 7 sons were talking shit too.
Yeah.
When you go back to the account,
Yeah.
they're talking shit to Antiochus.
Yep.
Told him he had no resurrection of life.
Yep.
Meaning in the kingdom, he's gonna get fucked up.
Hey, but when Nebuchadnezzar told you who's going to deliver you out of my hand, he said, our God is going to deliver us out of your hand.
And if he don't,
And
we're willing to die.
Yeah, if not, just know we ain't doing what you want, fool. That's the mentality that you got to have. That's the mentality of a soldier, of a warrior.
Which we're all gonna go through that when the mark of the beast comes, Lord willing.
So you're supposed to be like, look, the Lord's going to deliver me, and if not, fuck you.
Fuck you.
That's it. All right, because look, you gotta have that mentality, man. All right, nothing's guaranteed to you in the truth. You don't know what's prescribed for you. You don't know what your judgment is. You don't know what Yahweh Shem Yahweh got planned for you, man. So you just gotta do you. You just gotta be you.
Yeah, can you get Revelation 2 and 10?
Get Revelation 2 and 10. You got more?
Oh, that's it on that.
That's it on that. I want to bring out a.
So you know the whole chapter is good.
Oh yeah. I want to bring out a point real quick. This is Jeremiah 1 and 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. And so the Lord created your spirit, and the Lord sanctified you to be a prophet. So you're out here because Yahweh Shem Yahweh sanctified you to be out here. What does it tell you in the scripture? He said a bird don't fall out of the sky without my say so.
So
All right.
you're worth more than many sparrows.
He said even the hairs of your head are numbered. You think about that. Every fucking person on the planet, every little hair that's on their body is numbered. Now how great is the power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh, man, that does these things? That's insane. Like all the trees, like when Esau looks through a microscope at plants, no matter how no matter how far Esau can zoom in, the designs get more and more perfect as they zoom in. They don't find no imperfections like in a painting where you can see like, you know, separation of the ink and stuff. When you zoom in on the Most High's creations, the designs just get more and more complex as you zoom in on it, man. Until you get to like the atoms and like and then that is the elements, and then that in itself, they have studies of that the elements are fucking alive, dude. Like the you know, they have like the split
electrons and shit.
the electrons. They have the split theory, where they would shoot atoms or electrons through this thing that had two slits. And when they were watching it, it would go through one slit like normal. And then when they weren't watching it, it would split into two electrons. It would do something different when they weren't looking. Yeah.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, verse 1. For thy incorruptible spirit is in all things.
Yeah, so that's heavy, man. You gotta think about it. The Lord's spirit is in everything. Everything has a spirit to it, man. Even things that you create. That's why, like, you see a painting, right? And you see a masterpiece. Somebody put their soul into that, man, and you see it. You see the spirit that's on the painting. All right, or if somebody's just a fucking bugged out weirdo, you see the spirit to their painting. You know, like they painted it with blood and shit or something, like some weird. You know what I mean? You can see it's demonic.
What's the saying?
Frida Kahlo. How she be drawing all that fucking dead, like herself dead.
Yeah, you can see she got demons on her.
Yeah, it says a picture says 1,000 words.
Yeah, bro. Come on.
Yeah, and that woman Frida Kahlo, she's an Israelite. And like the whole time, her whole life, like she was dealing with like melancholy, and she's like hella depressed, suicidal. And that spirit portrayed in her artwork. She would draw herself like weird demonic shit, man. Like she'll draw herself with like a umbilical cord with the baby attached, but the baby will have like a skull face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like crazy stuff, man.
See, you got look. This stuff goes deep, man. You gotta understand. You gotta
Those
understand.
demons on her.
That's the demon.
Bringing that element out.
And the demons on the painting. The demons are on the paint. That's why you'll look at the painting, you'll feel a certain way. The demon will hop on you and make you feel like, damn, I know what she was feeling when she did that shit. That's why art is expression. All right, it's expressional because they do that painting, and then fucking there's spirits on it, man.
And this, what we're doing is art. You know.
Well, look, I mean, look at how brothers talk.
Yeah.
This is theater.
Yeah.
This is theater up here.
Where does theater go back to?
Theos, which is the Most High.
Yeah, this is the Most High's art that we're being used as vessels to do.
Yeah, it's the center of art.
So my whole point being, we're created by Yahweh. We're spirits that were created by Yahweh Shem Shalom. So you gotta be you, man. You gotta be the best you look. You gotta be you according to the scripture. You gotta follow the law, statutes, and commandments. But you gotta still be you, man. You know? And my spirit's, I got a warrior spirit. I say, fuck it, man. All right, I understand that this is a war and we're soldiers. So you gotta fight, all right? You know, you gotta fight demons, you gotta fight spirits. And believe me, it's a fight, man, because when a demon jumps on you, it makes you feel some type of way. You gotta fight against that feeling. You gotta fight against whatever those thoughts that come up in your mind. All right? Just like when we're talking about the painting got spirits on it. Or even if you look at a person, thoughts come into your mind. You start judging that person. You start looking at that person some type of way, man. All right, so everything has spirits, man. But Yahweh Shem Shai gave you a spirit, so you be you. You do your day-to-day thing in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, and then whatever happens, happens.
You can't knock another brother for having a different spirit than your spirit, as long as you come in unison in the spirit of the scriptures, man. Because we all come from different walks of life, man. You know.
You might have one brother that speaks a certain type of way. You might have another brother that's straight from the hood. He's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shem Shai, you know what I'm saying? Like he's like a hood cat. But you can't look at this person. But that's what the world does. The world will judge you by the outward appearance. The world ain't gonna judge you by your spirit, man. The world's gonna judge you by certain things that you may portray outwardly. You know, they're not gonna judge you according to wisdom and knowledge because they don't have it.
The things that are done in your body. And when I look up that word body, it pretty much went back to works. And then how the works without faith is dead. You have to exhibit works. What works do you have to exhibit? Within the scriptures, man.
Yeah.
Because if your works is just to be a nigga and to do all types of manner of wickedness, then you know the Most High is going to judge you for that.
Yeah.
Or if your work is to do the will of the Most High, that you were doing in your body, like doing your cleanses, you're taking care of your temple, you're doing all those things, you're edifying the church, you're reproving, exhorting, rebuking. Those are good works that's going to lead to your salvation, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like making a meal, you know, or like a salsa or something. You know, you can't just have tomatoes. Everybody with the same spirit, just tomatoes. It's gonna be bland. It's not gonna taste good. You know, you gotta put the jalapenos, the onions, you know, the different peppers. That's gonna make that makes up the body. We're all got different spirits, but if we're all in the same doctrine with different spirits, that spices up the flavor.
Still saucy.
Sometimes you still gotta have meat on there. The Passover, like, you know, the spirit of Yahushai.
Yeah, look, this thing is, if you're not spiritual, you ain't gonna understand this thing is all spiritual. You gotta understand, you can't just look, okay, well, so-called black people went into slavery, so those are the Israelites and nobody else is. Like, come on, bro. You're not spiritual, man. You gotta look at you gotta look at everything that happened. You gotta look at the prophecies too. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans aren't coming together under this banner for no reason. Show me these all-black Israelites that are actually going out there and preaching on the highways and byways like it's prophesied. Their works are of men. It's not of the Lord, man. That's why we're prosperous out here. That's why you see Great Millstone all throughout the world, man. It's prospering. Why? Because it's not of men, man. If it was of men, it would come to naught. It wouldn't be all over the earth. And that's a prophecy. It said that the Lord is going to call his people from all winds through his word.
I read that article with someone, no, they posted on RT.com. Someone got their video banned because of the word Christian. Now, why is that? It's not because of the Christians, because they're in the churches being wicked. It's not because of the Christian street preachers, because they ain't preaching the word. It's because of the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, man, preaching the doctrine of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. That's the reason why these certain words are being banned, Bibles being banned. They're setting up different regulations for YouTube because the scripture says there's going to be a famine of the word, man. You know, so both sides doing his work, and in order to see it, you have to be spiritual. You can't be a natural man, man. Because the only thing a natural man is getting ready for is fantasy football right now, man. Or being a cuck. Or the election. Or Donald Trump, man.
Yeah,
hoping ASAP Rocky gets freed from Sweden, you know?
Sweden?
Yeah. Because that's how Donald Trump is trying to gain the black vote. You know, acting like he cares about niggas locked up overseas. But the scriptures tell you, cursed shall you be in the field and cursed shall you be in the city, man. No, you're going to be a nigga wherever you go. No?
Hey, man. The scriptures are everything, man. All right? He said, my words are life and they are spirit. All right? This thing is alive, man. This thing is alive and well. It's healthy and flourishing, man. It's rivers of living water, but it's just hidden behind it. You know, it's just hidden. You got people that walk past us and see us, and it's just like, oh, it's just regular idiots preaching the Bible.
Yeah, and Esau portrays that in the movies too.
Yeah.
Just like the Clash of the Titans, you had the old white guy that was preaching and telling everybody the Kraken is coming.
Yeah.
And everybody was just talking shit, fanning at him, scoffing and scorning. But then when it happened at the end of the movie, I think who's the leader of the seas, Poseidon?
I think so.
He was like, release the Kraken. Jacked them all up.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. The Lord put a total blindfold on these people to not be able to see us, man. And just write us off like we're some crazy people, man.
Esau don't trip.
I don't know, he almost knocked the camera down.
Esau's the devil, man. That's what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Good for him. I'm glad. I'm happy he's doing his part, man.
Yeah, he's doing his job.
He's being a demon. Alright? That's what he's supposed to do, is be a demon. You know? Hey. Oh, yeah. Well, we were talking about, we're over here prophesying, talking about things that's actually going to happen. And these people have no idea. It's like that Las Vegas thing. There's fucking locusts everywhere. And they're still walking up and down the strip like nothing's going on, man. These people are insane, bro.
In the middle of the desert, there's a swarm of locusts.
Hey, just to walk in these nasty ass cities with all these homeless and people shooting up drugs and it smell like piss and shit, and you got prostitutes, you got all these wild bulls straight in the net at the corner of the street, man. That's what make you not want to be in that city, bro. But still, they still congregate. They still high in tourism, you know.
Because these people are in gross darkness, man. Gross darkness. And the thing about it, it's disgusting. It's sick. Because these people will take their kids out and act like it's still the fucking 1980s, man. Like it's still the 90s or something. And it's not. We're in a different time now. You know. With my dad, I was like, you really think things are still the same as they were back then? You think nothing's changed? And he was nothing's changed. I was like, that's because you don't fucking go anywhere, man.
I remember the 80s, not really the 80s so much, but like the early 90s.
Yeah.
And it's changed drastically from now to then.
You couldn't openly fucking fling your nuts out in
Yeah.
those times, but now you can. All you have to do is just wear a rainbow shirt, and you can just fling your nuts out wherever you want, man.
Or be an openly homosexual.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The same thing.
Yeah, same thing. You used to get beat up at school. I remember we used to chase them down and beat them up, you know?
Well, the U.S. government labeled being a homosexual back then as a mental illness. You know, like growing up like the 60s, 70s. In those times, being a homosexual, you actually had to have mental health, man. You had to see a fucking psychiatrist, man. Okay, but now you got rights. Now it's okay. Now you're an evolved human being.
You gotta watch what are you addressing about too now? What pronoun you use?
Yeah. You can't call them the F word.
What's up? Hey, you can say what's up, dude. What? I'm not a dude. I'm a woman. Yeah. What?
That's a spirit too. I just went to go to the bathroom over here at Taco Bell. The security, I don't know what it was. I didn't know how to say, oh, thanks, sir. I was confused. I was like, he had a shaved head and shit. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Hey, that's a spirit, because me and Zakaria went into Dollar Tree. There was a sodomite in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we didn't care. Yeah, this is literally Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Sodom and Egypt.
Then we go to the Denny's, sodomite.
Yeah.
You go to this little taqueria,
Everywhere.
sodomite.
They're everywhere.
Cooking your food.
Yeah. They be giving them jobs, and you know what? A lot of time they could dupe the system or dupe employers and just put that they're female on it, you know, to try to get the job. And if they look at them some type of way, they could sue for, you know, profiling them. You know, this place is deranged, man.
Oh, appreciate it.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 9. The show of their countenance doth witness against them.
Yeah, the show of their countenance doth witness against them. So when you see somebody dressed a certain way, you have the right, according to the Spirit and the Scriptures, to judge them accordingly. Hey, the Scriptures say that a righteous man judgeth all things. We are set up to be judges. Okay, we're going to be rulers. In order to rule, you have to be able to judge good and evil. Okay, and you have to be able to do that with righteous justice, man. Okay, you can't just be like, oh, well, you know. And the way we do that is out of the spirit of these scriptures. So, like the brother and me, we seen a sodomite in the store with pink hair. The way he carried himself was sodomitish.
Yeah.
So we examined that spirit according to the truth. He was a sodomite, man.
Well, I mean, if you see something, we see like on our daily walk, we going around and see amongst ourselves, like, that motherfucker's a flamer, man. That nigga's gay as hell. There ain't nothing wrong with that. I'll be working at the movie theater and I see these little hotos that come in.
That's the spirit I was thinking of that word when I was at work too.
Yeah. They be coming in. They got their lineups. They're like goofy, fruity ass fades. We're looking like they're wearing their sister's jeans with their pads hanging off their ass. You know, you damn near want to be like, hey, you holding somebody's pocket or what, man? Because straight up, I was like, bro, you came in with a girl, but you look like a straight up homosexual, dog. Like,
Yeah, they're down low, bro. There's a lot of down low individuals out there. Yeah, they get women, they have girlfriends, but really they're into men. Because that's that adrenaline demon spirit.
Yeah. And they come in looking like little girls, man. And you just like, God damn, you look fruity as hell, bro. You need to go back, buy some new clothes, change your apparel, man, you know. Let your fucking facial hair grow a little bit. You know what I mean? You looking smooth as a goddamn baby right now, man.
Yeah, they think something's wrong with you when you try to grow your beard out.
Yeah.
This society.
Well, all women think it's, or then it's like, hey, well, he has his beard like that. It's toxic masculinity. He's too much of a man. Fuck, he gotta, you know. We're the last bastion of men. You know what I mean? Like this is, you know, the truth is it, man. All right, we follow the scriptures. You have dudes that look burly as hell that are actually gay, man.
Walking around funny and shit.
You got dudes that are like look like fucking straight up bodybuilding, you know, iron heads, man. They're gay.
Yeah, that's spirit. Because last week there's a new guy where I work, a new guy that works where I work, and there's this buff, big, you know, stocky Judite that always comes in, and he has like in his voice, it's like kind of